Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ebony Championship Wrestling. Welcome to the podcast where the square circle comes alive and we deep dive everything WWE from a diverse perspective. Raise your ones up one last time for Paul Heyman. Moment of silence for the OG. The boys are here. Wrestling is cool, and this is ECW. Let's get it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and wrestling fans across the globe. This is Ebony Championship Wrestling. I am your host, Jackie Miles, the ECW Undisputed Champion. Hold on, let me get my... Hold on. There we go.
There he is again.
There we go. Flex that up there real quick. Welcome to your screen, the man of 52 holds, Coach Montay. Brother, go on and drop one for us.
Man, I want to pour out a little liquor for my boy Paul Heyman, taking one for the team. I can't wait to talk about this tonight. So, hey, cinema keeps on getting better. So let's go. I'm ready.
Follow him on Instagram at Coach Montay24. Rounding out this chat room is our resident tribal chief, Griff, aka Griff Nation.
What's up, everybody? Hey, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. The shirt says it all. Bloodline rules. Let's get to work, baby.
Find Griff on Instagram at GriffNation84 and on X at CGriff84. Sorry about that. Behind the scenes, singing the gospel version of "Thank You for Being a Friend" is the advocate to the ECW Undisputed Champion and my bodyguard, BDixx. Find him on Cash App at BDixx989. You can find us all on Instagram at Ebony Championship Wrestling and on X at Ebony Championship Rest. Gentlemen, how's everybody feeling tonight? Griff, the bloodline, brother, how you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm feeling excited, man. I'm great, man. Came off another great weekend, man. Celebrated family this week. Last open house of the year for me, thank goodness. Shout out to all those I went to. Shout out to my fam, my cousins graduating and on their way to college. Matter of fact, they right on the campus as we speak, man, and conditioning training right now for their first football season of the year, man. So I'm excited for them, man. It was great to support them. But other than that, man, Friday night. That's all I've been hearing. That's all I've been listening. That's all I've been watching. And it's just been on my brain all week, and I just couldn't wait till we got here Monday night just to hear all y'all opinions, y'all thoughts, y'all reaction to that, because, you know, this Jacob Fatu is a treat, this Solo Sikoa is a treat, this whole Bloodline version is a treat, man. I'm just very happy in the direction this is going, man, and that was a statement, and what way to do it in the show in Madison Square Garden, world famous arena, man.
Indeed, brother. We excited to talk about this one tonight because this kind of shifts things. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Montay, greetings, my brother. How you feeling?
Yeah, man. Good, man. Good to see y'all, man. We finally made it through the storm and rain to get on here tonight, but it's good to see my brothers live in color doing what we do, man. But hey, all is well down here. DF Dub, just great week. Obviously, just wrapped up some workouts, so I get a little break from the football boys and until August, until it's time to go to work and preparing for vacation. So out of the way, actually coming to see you, man. So looking forward to fellowshipping with y'all brothers in the Wise Man and kicking it in NYC and a little break. So looking forward to it. But other than that, it's been busy. My team still pissing me off. Lakers and Cowboys, they piss me off.
Which
weekly.
one?
But what?
All the above.
All the above
Right.
this week. But
you heard what KG said.
Another swing and a miss on the free agent market, but what else is good? What else is new? But wrestling for the first time, man. And I looked at Paul Heyman, man, and almost shed a tear. So let's get it tonight. Let's get it.
Let's go ahead and jump right into it, man. Paul Heyman declares that Solo is indeed not his tribal chief. And I think that was probably the third loudest pop that I've heard on the TV from the crowd, because we all wanted him to say it, and when he finally did, boy, oh boy. But not my tribal chief. How do we feel about this, Griff?
It was the right thing for Paul to do it and say, this is going to lead into the open hole for the real tribal chief to make a return sometime down the road. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be next month, not going to be SummerSlam, but we know that return simply is going to be coming, But Paul Heyman, man, to me, he showed his loyalty to Roman Reigns when he declined that he was not that tribal chief. But for him to be in that position to take those bumps and take that splash and headbutt and all that, man, that really show you how passionate, how heartfelt, not that Heyman had for the business, but how deeply he is into this storyline and selling it like it's a real deal for real. But on the other side, man, I'm happy for the other four brothers too, to be there, in that position, in that spotlight. No Jimmy, no Jay, no Roman, no Sami Zayn. You had Heyman there to help carry that segment with them, man. But man, they blew the roof off the garden, man, and gained so much respect and light for what they did, man. They look so professional. You can see the chemistry with them in there. They really look like some crazy, wild Samoan 2.0. Like, I know it's Bloodline. They look like some wild, scary Samoans when they did what they did. And then the way they just displayed everything, and hearing the commentators sell that story as well, saying, yo, who's here to stop them? Like, honestly, who's here to stop them? So, man, that was great cinema, man. And of course, y'all saw the text. We couldn't blow it, but I text Brian immediately like, yo, bro, like, this was good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wise man, I meant to text you. Right? You took a bump, man. You took one for the team. I know you had it in you, man. I meant to hit you up, man, but no, it's I always share with y'all, man. There's certain moments that happen in WWE where it takes me back to where we're kids again. Where we're kids, to where it evokes a certain emotion in you, to where the sympathy comes out. And I never thought in a million years, at least within the 4 year of this storyline, that I can look at Paul Heyman as a sympathetic figure. To where it tugged on my heartstrings a certain way, to where, wow, like, yeah, great. He's getting, he's gonna get rolled off TV, but we know what's gonna happen. The We Want Roman champs are deafening. And when they do come back together, it's gonna be even louder pop than what we witnessed the other night. So yeah, we talk about moments, the chair shot heard around the world, and then this moment, all of that ties into the bloodline, y'all. And this is why we watch. This is the reason, it's still Roman's been off TV and it's still the biggest story, and that's crazy. Think about it. Cody's the undisputed champ, and the bloodline still has the biggest story. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
wow, that goes to show you. But no, Paul has been, and I told you this, I've been a fan of Paul in this work, since he started. And he brought these boys along. He slow burned these boys, this new bloodline, this pack of wild dogs, looking even better with more heat and Solo. Obviously, hey, the more heat's on him. Hey, heat for not having the suits tailored, and heat for being an imposter, tribal chief. So, he's getting all the double negatives. But I was very impressed with where they're going. I'm looking forward to, what they're gonna do next with it. But man, first time I felt sympathy for Paul, man. Once again, like I said, let's pour out a little liquor for him. He's gonna be gone for a while. What you think, Jack?
He deserves a break. He's been on that run with
No doubt.
with Roman since Roman got started. So he's been going nonstop too. So he kind of deserves a break too, and hopefully he gets a couple months off and he can kind of relax. And then that alludes to your point, Griff, that at some point they both got to come back, right? Jimmy has to come back. So I'm intrigued to see what is to come. I hope that I hope that they would all come together and be one big faction. But with them jumping Paul Heyman like this, I don't think it's gonna happen now. So So now we have to figure out like what's this civil war that's gonna happen. It seems that's the direction we're headed, right?
Yeah. Um. It looked like we're definitely heading that direction. I know creative ears and eyes are open, especially with
Mm-hmm.
all the pivots they did this year and paying attention. They're really paying attention to all the posters that's on social media, whether it's X or Facebook, is Reels or it's Instagram. And you know, one of the number one things that's going around the internet is
Mm-hmm.
all these different graphics and photos of Bloodline Civil War, or Bloodline War Games. My text earlier today, I got insight, and there's nothing confirmed, but the top 4 cities that might host War Games here: Detroit, Dallas, Atlanta, and what was the other one? New York. Could host War Games. I'm praying Detroit, but I'm more praying Dallas because Dallas is old for 2020, and I'll definitely be on the flight heading to Dallas for that War Games. But I'm hoping it is Dallas because Dallas is old from the COVID when Taker retired for his
Right.
30th anniversary there. But with this Civil War, this War Games that they're looking at, man, there's so many ways and things that can go into this leading into it. But my thing is that, man, let's not rush it. Let's take our time with it. It's working out very, very, very well. Like I just said moments ago, you know, I know everybody, we want Roman. I love Roman back too. But Roman, you've been carrying the company for 4 years yourself. Take as long as you need, man. Like, I know SummerSlam around the corner, but what, do we need him back right away at SummerSlam? What it could be sometime after SummerSlam. There's other PLEs and other shows after that. Let's see what these 4 can do on their own without Heyman, without Roman, and everybody else, and see what kind of disrupt they're gonna do. They got a big week ahead, and I believe they're gonna take it home this weekend as well in Toronto.
It's so many matches they can do out of this. There's no reason to bring him back right away. If the fans, we know our fans, guys. They want it quick, fast, in a hurry. But there's no need to rush these guys. Let these dudes cook. Build new feuds, build new rivalries. I think you're already starting off with the 6-man this weekend. So there's a lot of I can't wait to see Jacob go to work too. So looking at his skill set, I can't wait to see who he's gonna face off with next or first. But yeah, man, it's exciting, but let's slow burn it. Plus it's gonna take time for the Usos to come back together. Sammy, I'm hearing too, so they gotta do that storyline and let that burn too the last half of the year. So yeah, I'm with you, Griff, too. Let's see what they can do, and no rush.
Real
Let's get the band
quickly,
back together.
Jackie, before you take it.
Mhm.
Oh, I was gonna say before you take it forward, the other detail to that whole segment was to see Jacob put the sacred Ulafala over Sokoa, right? But my question is now, will these guys, do they need another wise man, or do they have another hand-picked wise man that they might pick out to come carry them and be that piece for them as well, too, that we don't know of?
You're calling for Rikishi?
I'm calling for maybe Rikishi, and I'm probably calling for Umaga's voice man, Alejandro.
Okay.
I think I said it right. Yeah.
I thought I saw that on the internet.
Yeah.
That might have been a thing. Yeah.
I
Okay.
also saw in Dirt Sheet World too that Paul's supposed to come back as a new character. I saw that in Dirt Sheet Land.
Who was that?
That Paul Heyman's supposed to come back as a different character too. So, yeah, I just
Okay.
So we'll see.
What would he come back as?
Yep. I don't know. Like I said, I just saw it. It hopped up on. Obviously, it's through the algorithm, but I didn't click in the article. But
okay.
Whoever wrote it.
Okay.
He could.
Right.
I mean, we could see, and no offense to Paul, we could see Paul taking time off and maybe tone up and shape up, you know what I'm saying? Get a little kind of health shape. But then also go back to the old ponytail days, the ECW ponytail days, and that could be a new character that's referred to. I mean, you don't know.
Nah, he coming back with Roman though. They both gonna be babyface. So
I agree with that. I think they both, when they come back, when they come back, I think they're coming back to take back what's theirs, and I think that's the bloodline. I think that's the WWE. I think that's Cody, like Cody's belt that he carries as a briefcase. Like they're coming back to take it all. So speaking of taking it all, it looks as though Liv Morgan is taking everything from Rhea Ripley, including her man, her squad, her move set, and her championship. So what does Rhea come back to? What does she have when she comes back?
Yeah, Coach.
A titleless Damian Priest.
Yeah.
I'm spitballing here. Buddy Murphy. I don't know. I'm bullshitting, but no. The plan got a little. She cost Dime tonight, so it was a little wrinkle. Let's a little. Hey, she effed up a little bit tonight, costing Dime the match with Ray. So that's a good little twist. Hey, it ain't as this is not as solid as you think. But it was a good way to kind of throw the crowd off the night. I think they're still plotting with each other. I think Finn is the ultimate guy that got the girl. I think it's what I said. Hey, it's what I said in the Book of the Berry segment a few weeks ago. Finn is the one that's out on top because he had the room key and he did what he did. So therefore, Liv gave him the video games. Liv gave him whatever they wanted, and of course the tag belt. So this is Liv and Finn's world right now. And then Damian, I think the next chess piece is to get rid of Damian. Obviously, put Finn back in contention. But yes. To answer your question, Jackie, it's almost done. The revenge tour is alive and kicking. I think this next stop will be obviously this weekend at Money in the Bank to see what she can. Definitely going to be involved in that match. So I'm curious to see how she's going to insert herself. But no, man, Liv is coming for. Obviously, they need to boot Damian out to keep some power. But yeah, I'm excited for the next chapter in this story. What do you think, Griff?
I think when Rhea returns, of course, we know she's going to come back for Liv and come back for her belt. But I think the story going to be a little bit more higher risk than just Liv. I think she's going to really come back to confront Damian Priest. You know what I'm saying? Her MO coming back is, hey, while I was out, I watched you. You call yourself a leader, and you let the Judgment Day slip away. You let Liv Morgan, who put me out, come in here and like take over. But more importantly, she gonna call him out and she gonna call him the B, the P, all them type of words and belittle him. But more importantly, what's going to really get her to turn the other corner is like all times I helped you guys out, all these times I came out there, put my life at risk on the line to help the Judgment Day. Not now one of y'all called and checked on me while I was out in injury. And that's gonna really like her coming back, and she gonna go her own separate way and just turn her back on the Judgment. Not to really turn her back on the Judgment Day, but just walk away from it. But she definitely is going to step up and confront Priest. I think she's going to be more focused on confronting Priest than she is with Liv. We know she's coming back for Liv, but I think she's really going to be coming after Priest and make sure she let him have it.
That's a good point.
So when she does come back, like her character is going to skyrocket even more than what it already was, right? Because now she has a reason to be the vicious person that she claimed to be the first place, right? Now coming back, and now she has to fight for all the things that she once lost. Now, like we're going to get a whole different character, not a whole different character, but a whole new level of character is what I want to say. Because now there's some rationale to her reasoning, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she got to be ruthless. So, but yeah, she got to. Hey, Dame tripping. I think she. Griffin make a good point. Hey, this is what I left, and you thought you the true leader, but Dame on this power trip. I can do it on my own, but all that smoke and mirrors. I think he's almost at his end. So it's.
Well, Finn called him out.
Yeah, Finn finally called him out on his mess.
Yeah, Finn called him out and told him that you've changed since winning the title, and he has, because now he feels as though he has the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he hasn't had very many title defenses, maybe 2, 3. Jey Uso,
Who's the
other one here?
Drew McIntyre.
Drew.
Yeah, that was it.
Jey
right?
and Drew.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess it's only been like 2 or 3 months since, but Sorry, now I lost my point. But he has changed since winning the title. Like things have been different. Also with the change of leadership in the group, I guess now that Rio was gone, we're now seeing the group kind of fall apart under his leadership. So
Yeah,
I
he
don't know.
made a
Does he
mistake by saying, they
go ahead?
need him more than he need. Well, yeah, they need him more than he needs them. So that line right there did it all. So
That was a dumb thing to say. Dumb thing to say. Does he do better outside of the group, Griff?
Ooh.
That's tough to say, but I'm gonna say no. I mean, he can, but I don't think right away he won't. But it's gonna take him some time to do it on his own. Like he was great when he was in that U.S. title run when he was solo before, but at this stage now, with the level of heat and competition that's in there now versus the years he was solo, I don't think so, man. I think it's going to take him some time to get up there, and I think Seth really got his number when he called him out and said, "Yeah, you were this and that, and you're all good when you got the Judgment Day, but let me see how you are one-on-one." You know what I'm saying? And let's be real, y'all. If it weren't for CM Punk interfering in the last match, Drew McIntyre
He
had his
wouldn't have
number.
won that. Yeah.
Hey, Jay had him if they didn't get interfered.
Yeah, he's gonna he's sinking Jackie without this group. You know, you got to think about he needed a faction in the first place to get hot, and so I mean,
Yeah.
you know, so this is so
True.
now because before he was on this schizophrenic type gimmick or something, split personality or something he was doing before. And then now, that's what he was doing. Yeah, that's what he was doing before he got with Edge in 2022. So now So I don't
That's
see
right,
him.
Edge.
They're
Shit.
gonna have to. He's going back babyface, but they're gonna have to. Judgment Day gonna have to whip his ass or something. To get him as a sympathetic figure. And I still, with his promo work, I still don't think that's gonna be enough.
I'm booing him either way. As a baby face or as a heel, he gets a boo from me. Sorry. Doesn't matter what he does. Sorry, I'm not rooting. I want Finn to beat him up,
I got you.
low key. But that's a whole nother
That's gonna be.
conversation.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have their match too. That's gonna be a good match.
Involved in that same situation was the Liv Morgan and Zelina Vega championship match tonight, which actually was a good match. Like I said last week, they are the same size, so they're actually able to do things that make it look like they're overpowering one another. So they actually were able to put on a good match. What do you think about it, Griff?
100% great match. I mean, that size, that height, it's so, like you said, we talked about this and you alluded to it too. When they're the same size, there's so much they can do versus they're with someone that's a little bit taller or a little bit more bulkier than they are. But when they're that same size, you see a lot of their athleticism, their speed on different spots and moves that they do. But again, Zelina, my girl, no hate on Liv and everything, but y'all know my expectation to Liv. Hey, you on a different title run now. Your other title runs and everything. Like, I want to see you really go out there without any interference or any kind of shady dominant coming to the ring, whatever the case might be. Win a match fair and square, and okay, we be happy. But yeah, I still have that expectation to Liv, but of course she's a heel. This was going to happen, but I'm still gonna hold her accountable and keep the expectation on top for her.
Yeah, it was. I felt it was good, and even though I knew the shenanigans was coming, we knew the outcome. But no, it was great to see, like we said, two equal size women go at it, do their thing. Zelina Vega, y'all, we talked about it. It's very skilled. Getting her, she needs to be in some more high level matches. I think this was a good step for her. Just based on the work she's done, that she has done, her body of work. I just want to see her a little more. But tonight we knew. Hey, Dom, did y'all see the spot where?
We're gonna get
something?
there, Griff. We're gonna get there. Just wait. We're gonna get there, Griff.
No,
hold on.
You good, Coach?
I'm like,
you probably
sorry,
missed it.
Coach.
You good?
Sorry.
Okay, I'm like, hey.
I heard what Griff said. I don't know that you did. So
Okay.
don't worry, Griff. We're gonna get
Yeah, I
there
got you. I
soon. We're
got
gonna
you.
get there soon. Go ahead,
Nah,
Coach. Sorry.
nah. All right. No, I'm just yeah, but no, yeah, y'all threw me off. But no, Dom,
Sorry.
the spot where the callback of this time Dom was on top, so I thought that was
Yeah.
funny. But yeah, the shenanigans in the match. But yeah, I'm curious to see what they're gonna do next. What they're gonna do Saturday. But no, it was great spot, great shine. But it's time for hopefully to give Zelina another chance.
I want Dom to be disconnected to Rey Mysterio at some point, right?
Agreed.
I know he's the father, and I understand that there's always going to be that connection there. But I don't want that every time we have to get a storyline out of Dominic Mysterio, we have to bring in Rey for them to have a good match and then push on. Like, right, to your point,
Yeah.
Griff, and I know you're going to hit on it next because that's where I'm going to go for you. But for your point, we need to see some other people in some of these spots. Somebody else could have wrestled could have wrestled Dom tonight, and we could have got the same effect, right? Maybe
Same
not the
deal.
Zelina piece of it, but you could have done something, right? You could have gotten something out of it with somebody else, and it didn't have to be Rey. But that's just my thoughts on that. To your point, Griff, Zelina Vega actually does wrestle well, and she speaks well on the mic. She looks great. I understand that she's very, very, very undersized, but it's the women's division. Like, you could pull off anything in this division. So at some point, we got to turn the page and start to look for some other people in these divisions. To your point, the Money in the Bank match has enlisted some women some men and women that I don't think need to be in the match. And I would love to get your thoughts here. The list as of tonight, as it finished, sorry, I'm trying to get to it. Carmelo Hayes, Andrade, Chad Gable, Jey Uso, LA Knight, and now Drew McIntyre as he won in the main event. And on the women's side, which I'll go to you first, Griff, on that side is Io Sky, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, Chelsea Green, Lyra Valkyria, Fly Like a Bird, and Zoe Stark, who also won tonight. Griff, go ahead, brother, because I know this is...
That's the one. Go ahead, Griff.
Hey, well, first, Coach, let me tell you what happened. So I apologize because it just one of the things that slipped. But as you're talking about Zelina and her wrestling, I slipped in and said, when you say she need to be wrestled more, I said, yeah, Money in the Bank.
True.
So that's what that was.
No, I got you.
We on the women's. Okay. First and foremost, I don't feel Io Sky and Zoe Stark should be in this match because you had someone like Zelina Vega and Ivy Nile, two up and comings, that would have been fit perfectly in this match, especially with the height and the athleticism and the speed of the women in this match. This would have been a great spot, and for everybody in there. Reason for Io, one, she was in it last year. She won it last year. She cashed in last year. Zoe was in there with Trish, and there's no purpose for her to be in there. It's almost like they're using her like Raquel Rodriguez again, how Raquel was getting all the title shots, but she was never winning at all. So it's like Zoe's getting all these spots, but she's not winning nothing. I ain't gonna lie. Nothing against Zoe, but I pretty much be very disappointed if she wins Money in the Bank this week. No, and that's no disrespect. I'm just keeping it real. I'd be highly disappointed, all because you had your chance, you had your opportunity. There's other women in here has not had, besides Io, has not had that opportunity that need that push. I just think, to your point, Coach, when you talk about Zelina, and I love Zelina, and I'm being biased, I'm just telling the truth it is. Zelina is one of the best underrated female talent in that business, on the mic and in the ring, and is not getting as much shine and things and camera time like she deserved. And here we are again. We get a match on Raw, but we can't get you in the PLE in the Money in the Bank. So, with that being said, I am not for Io and Zoe in this bank. I think those slots could have been filled for Ivy Now or someone like a Zelina Vega in those spots.
Coach, any thoughts on
No, I agree. No, it's funny, as I was saying that, I was like, she should have been in the Money in the Bank. Zoe Stark, I don't know what Triple H sees in Zoe Stark. Once again, she's Johnny Gargano, that's my, no personality, the can of paint, you know what I'm saying? So I don't get it, zero look. I'm not here to, it is what it
Yeah.
is, but that I'm just gonna say it. Makeup can only do so much, but
You don't find her
but no,
attractive, is
I
what
don't
you're
know.
saying.
Yeah.
There you go. You don't find her attractive.
But nah, man. And once again, EO, this is her and Griff. It's a consolation prize for losing that Mania. That's because and Trips is high on her, so you got to think about it. So that's Trips out of the Kabuki Warriors. That's Trips' favorite, from what I've been hearing and reading. So
That makes
Of
sense.
course.
that's your that's. I know it sucks, but that's the reasoning why you keep seeing her. But no, I think Zelina and Ivy Nile, they had a hell of a first. Ivy Nile had a good first part of the year, right? She went at it. She gave Rhea all she could
Yeah.
handle.
Yeah,
Early in
she
that
did.
one of them January Raws, and
Yeah.
haven't pushed her since.
We
So
thought she had a chance.
I don't know if
Yeah, we
it's
thought she had a chance.
yeah, like legitimately getting in the mix, and for some odd reason they went away from her. I don't know if it's the size, or I don't know. Zelina might have some type of heat or something. I don't know, because something going down with her. Like that's my
What
guess.
do you mean?
But
As far as like
I
her
don't know,
losing?
she might be in trouble. I don't know. She eating crow for some reason. I don't know if it's some heat, or she did something, or she's paying for something. I don't know. Because she hasn't really had her moment since Backlash last year at Puerto Rico. So I don't know.
I
don't think it's necessarily heat. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
Go ahead.
Oh no, real quick, I was saying I don't think it's necessarily heat. I just think it's more of the writing, and whoever these writers are, they're not trusting. I think they're more using her to fill in slots, fill in spots, or just insert here and there. But they don't have that belief, or they don't see. But I see it, because I can tell you back from 2007, 2008, if y'all want to go back to TNA films, when she came up with The Beautiful People and all that stuff, man, she was literally killing it on the mic and wrestling. So it's like she paid her dues, she paid her time, she's close with The Rock, she's been in movies. She does the anime stuff. Like, she is the total package. Again, not trying to be biased because I like her, because, outside of that, she is like that real deal. But what are they not seeing that, we are looking for? That's the question mark. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but I don't think it's necessarily heat. And Jackie, real quick, I know before we got on the show, we had mentioned about Dakota, how she was on Twitch and everything. And I remember Zelina a few months ago was the same way, but she did it towards Nick Aldis when she talked about, hey, you know what? How dare you take me off the TV spots and this like that. I think the difference was that she literally called this dude out. Like, hold on, bro. Like, I know you the new GM over here, but I'm Zelina Vega. Like, bro, like you better research who my name is. Like, ask your wife that's in TNA what I was before I came to WWE. You know what I'm saying? So, and to your point, Coach, I don't think it's heat. But then again, Zelina is a person who stand up for herself, so it could be something backstage too. Don't know about, but
see that.
Time will tell.
My thoughts on the whole situation isn't necessarily with any particular wrestler being in the match. I think we've taken the concept of somebody who normally wouldn't get a shot at the title getting an opportunity because they won this ladder match, and now they get a shot at whomever they want to get at within the year. We've now taken it to being like, who are the hottest people of the moment, and throwing them into this match, and now saying like somebody's gonna win and they're gonna get a title shot. I don't think anybody in the men's match needs a title shot, really. Right? Drew McIntyre doesn't necessarily need a title shot right now. He's already in the title picture. He doesn't need the contract. Why is he even in it? You already have LA Knight involved in a storyline. With Logan Paul for the US title. Why put him in this? What's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, Chad Gable, yes, he deserves to be in it. Jey Uso, yes, this makes sense, because now should be the time for him to get a title shot. That makes sense to me. But even on the women's side, like Naomi, Come on, we don't need Naomi in this match. We could have had like Indy Hartwell or somebody. Like, give me somebody who, if they win it, it's like, oh my God, now they have an opportunity to actually win the title. Who wouldn't normally get the title shot? Like, we know, like, at some point, Indy Hartwell probably will run the ranks and get up there, but she's in catering right now. Like, why not put her into this match? And now you got 6 people who aren't normally on your show involved in this match, and they all have an opportunity to go cash in on whoever the title holder is. I don't think we're treating the true essence of the match or the PLE for what it really was from the beginning. We changed it to what it is now. Dakota Kai deserves to be in it. Like, she was really, really good in NXT. Why not give her that shot? I don't know why, like, Zoe Stark got this like fast track up the ranks, but like, whatever y'all see is what y'all see.
She was just in the tag team.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah, she was in the tag team match. The
where careers go to die.
Forgot about that. Oh shit.
Anybody was saying
it just hit me. She was just in the tag match with the. Okay. All right.
Where careers go to die.
All right. Hold on. Time out. All right. Hold on. Wait a minute. All right. Let me get this straight. So, Madison Square Garden, Indy Hartwell could have won that match along with Blair Davenport. Now, if you would have made Indy Hartwell win that match, now you would have started a storyline, maybe a jealousy with Candice LeRae, and start a story with that situation. You see what I'm saying? So now you make her lose, you put her back in catering. Hey, this is your first time wrestling Madison Square Garden. Man, congratulations. Yes, but you just missed the opportunity to be in Money in the Bank. Yes, I agree. Naomi didn't have to be in this match. She had her time as well too. Indy Hartwell could have fit up in that. Another storyline created. Now let's go to the men's, because yes, Jackie, let's go to the men's. I'll wait for this one. Why the hell is LA Knight in this match? Like, why? You got a storyline, and we know something going to happen, and it's going to create something going to SummerSlam, right? Then you got Drew. I'm sure CM Punk probably going to show up in Toronto and start their stuff too. But he didn't need to be in that. Drew could have came out, cut a promo, and got interfered. He did not need to be in the match. Ilya Dragunov should have won that match tonight. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Ilya Dragunov should have been in that match tonight. I could see Melo. Melo could be a surprise. I don't think he's going to do it, but I won't be shocked. He could be a surprise. But the other ones, again, make sense. Money in the Bank should be for those who really need the push and give us that, wow, we never saw this coming. Wow, they could cash in at any moment. Wow, we probably got a possible future champion coming. LA Knight was buried when Roman buried him in Saudi Arabia last year. He's done. Drew McIntyre should focus on CM Punk. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you did call it. By the way, shout out. And who was the other one? Can't think. But I honestly thought Santos was going to win that match, and then when LA got it, I said, really though? Now you done buried this dude again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry,
he
Coach.
should be
Go
in
ahead.
it. He should be in it.
Yes. Santos and Ilya.
Yeah.
It's counterproductive to why they invented this match. You know, we need to see fresh faces, and it's the downside of all these PLEs back to back to back, because all you're doing is you're putting in the obvious feuds. You know, you just putting them in their entertainment. You know, here's your match. Keep the feud going in this match, because we know people already know who somebody gonna screw somebody to get to, like you said, Griff, to get to SummerSlam, right? So they have to constantly move these feuds through these matches, and that's taken away the prestige of what this match is, what was created for. Yep.
Yeah,
so
but
it's the downside of having the talent.
Though.
Yep.
You can you can progress the rivalries, progress the feuds, and have these matches
without being in this. Yeah, without being in the ladder. Yeah, I'm just saying without being in that match.
Cause like, for example, like I said, Drew been doing all the time. Come out there with his trench leather jacket on, cut a promo, talking stuff, CM Punk come. So there you go right there. Versus putting him in a match, and then we know Punk gonna be in the building somewhere and interfere and cause him to get in a briefcase, and that's gonna lead to SummerSlam. Like, there was other ways you could have done that.
He gonna dramatically get healed again to come to Toronto and screw him again.
But Toronto different though. You know, that's close to home. When you in Scotland, bro, that's like okay.
But no,
You took my
I'm
man.
saying he got he just
Told you
got
that brother was gonna
he
pull
just
up. I
got tough.
told
Yeah,
you.
he just got
Yep.
packed up a couple weeks ago, and I'm saying watch him rise from his hospital bed to come push him off the ladder.
Oh, he absolutely is.
Yeah,
He absolutely is.
absolutely.
All right. In other
Yep.
news, Karrion Kross, is he getting to the New Day? Do we see this actually split happening? We talked about this in a lightning round, but I'd love to get your actual thoughts here. Coach, go ahead, man. What do you think about this?
Mm-hmm.
It's a slow burn. There's no need to rush it. I think the way they did it tonight, you know, with obviously it was a decent match, but the Kofi, but you know I got your boy. He was damn near about to break his arm, and you see him talking the shit afterwards, like, hey, see, this is what happens when you don't, you know. So all of that, it's a good storyline. It's not cooking just yet, but it's simmering, and so it needs to happen by the end of the year. Because I think, I think they'll give them time to, you know, to at least get a good rivalry, get some views. But New Day needs to break up. Period. You know the way I feel about it. But I just don't know how the way they're going to do it yet with Karrion Kross. I'm still thinking about it, but it needs to happen. Just don't know how they're going to get there. But it definitely needs to take. Tonight was a good first step, you know, to slow burn it for sure.
A group that's been together for almost 10 years, to be exactly, is coming to an end. Finally coming to an end. We have seen a lot of great factions, a lot of great tag teams, a lot of great friends come to an end. We've seen the Steiner brothers. Shout out to them. I didn't get a chance to catch their doc, but they had an A&E doc yesterday. They even had to go. They even had to split. Hall and Nash had to split. You know, the Shield had to split. The Hart Foundation had to split. Everybody has had a split, and it's time for the New Day to split. I pray for my boy Big E. I would still love to see him come back. It's not looking well, which is already said, but with Big E out of the equation, the New Day is pretty much, you know, done. They're brothers. They'll be friends. They made a lot of history. They'll be future Hall of Famers when that time comes. But right now, it's time to see them split, and let's see what Woods is all about. And we never saw a heel Coffee in single action, so that's something looking forward as well too. But like you said, Coach, this don't need to be rushed. I see they're taking their time with this, and when it does happen, I hope they can make something happen out of that, not just make something real quick and stale and then go away from it. Because this is something that's been together for 10 years, and you got to make it seriously and personal and thrive once that split and that disconnect finally happened.
I'm glad that they're putting the focus on Woods. I'm glad, you know, they brought back the King of the Ring stuff last year because he wanted it, I think. So now they're trying to focus him up so that he can actually get like a singles title out of this. So I'm glad that they're putting the focus on him and kind of pushing him towards something. And hopefully, you know, like you guys said, hopefully it actually makes sense and it's not something that just gets stale really quickly and then moves on. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Roman won the King of the Ring. Sorry. He was just holding it for him.
Transitional King of the Ring champion.
Yeah. He was holding it for him. That's all. That's like when Otis had the Money in the Bank. He was holding it for the Miz.
Yeah, I'm just holding it. I ain't doing nothing with it.
And then last but not least in this section of the conversation tonight, I hope Braun Breaker spears Sami Zayn in half. Sunday night, Saturday, Sunday, whatever night it is, bro. I hope he spears him in half because I'm tired of the underdog, bro. You're the champion. You're the champion. Come out here with some confidence, like, and that. I don't know, bro. I sound like I'm hating, but I'm good with hating on this one. I'm not here for it. Spear that man.
You hit the nail on the head last week, Jackie. You hit the nail on the head last week. Like, I have zero sympathy to give. Like, I got 0 F's to give. Like, zero sympathy to give to you. Like, it's we're tired of that. You know what I'm saying? And as he been playing, it's been his calling card since he had the title, even on his way to this title reign. It's been I am always an underdog. Feel sorry for me. So we're tired, you know what I'm saying? But But when Braun Breaker is on the screen though, hey, that WWE video work though.
That one
That
camera
aerial
that's up
shot, the
top,
aerial
man.
view, yeah. That drone view of the ring when he get ready to spear. That is, hey, I love that's great TV to me. So
Gotta watch, bro.
Did you know it's coming?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, you know that remind me of
yeah.
when you play 2K and you finally get ready to do that finisher, you know how the camera zooms go out before they get
Mhm.
Oh man.
Dude.
But no, he had to come out there and convince. Yeah, but Jackie, he had to come out there and convince the people, I'm going to beat Braun Breaker. Well, you're the champion. You suppose okay? Well, great. But why are you out here talking? You know what I'm saying?
Because
Like
we don't believe you. That's why you have to come out there and talk. Because we don't believe you. Because you saw on the internet all weekend, everybody on the internet said that Braun Breaker was going to beat his ass next week. And sure enough, it's coming. Everybody knows it. That's why he had to come out there and fight for himself. That's why he had to come out there and pump himself up. Like, how are you the underdog? We all know Sami Zayn. That's what I'm saying. Like, you had to come out there and prove to yourself that you could actually beat him. We was all in the crowd like, nah, no, no, sir. He's gonna beat your ass just like he said. I said it last week. He's gonna beat him all over the city next week. But then at some point, Sami Zayn is gonna win. That's my thought. But I'm here for the ass beating of the century that's gonna happen coming up this Saturday. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
Bro, tonight when he walked out that ring and he turned around and speared him, it happened so fast.
It's
Sammy couldn't
quick.
even he couldn't even gather himself, bro.
It was quick.
All I'm gonna say is this. Do y'all remember the SummerSlam when Brock demolished John Cena?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like
coming.
Braun is gonna do and you know what? It needs to happen. Here's the reason why. This is gonna catapult Braun so high to not only squash him and win that in his home country, but you're doing it in Toronto. So you know, Toronto fans, you don't know what to expect when you walk through that curtain. You're supposed to be the one getting booed, but you might be the guy getting cheered that night. You know what I'm saying? So this is the time that he needs to do it. Jack, I'm kind of 50-50. I'm like you. I feel like Braun's going to destroy him, but somehow on one side, I feel like Sammy going to find a way to slip because Braun going to be so arrogant and he going to get caught off guard. But on the other side, I feel like Braun is going to demolish him, and here we go.
Yeah. Oh no, that's just the booker in me. Now the fan in me is over here barking incessantly when he spears him. So I want him to spear him so many times that we start a spear count. I want him to spear him so many times that they turn Toronto into Spear City. I want him to spear him so many times. I want him to spear him so many times that there's a highlight reel from all of the spears from Toronto. I want him to spear him in half. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying to y'all. I really want that to happen. I want them to be a count. Come on.
281.
Listen, give me what I want.
He did at that number.
Give me what I want. All right, man. Let's go to the lightning round. Let's go through the rest of the shows very quickly here as we take 2 minutes. Put the clock on the screen, and we'll take 2 minutes to try to go through just a few topics tonight. And again, I did not give the boys the topics, but we'll go from here. All right. Starting number 1, Uncle Howdy is going to unalive Chad Gable. We all agree with this, right? Coach?
Agreed. He said clearly, I freed them. As in, I freed Maxine, I freed Tozawa, I freed Otis. Now he's got to pay for turning his back on the family. First feud right there. Hey, we asked a question: who they gonna go after first, and who's gonna be the first match? And I think Uncle Howdy and Chad Gable were a great way to start, make your debut. So now it started. I like this because it makes sense. Bray, God rest his soul. That's my AA. But he was talking, like we say, talking in circles. I didn't get none of the shit he was saying, but But I'm so far so good. I'm 2 for 2 weeks in a row where I understand where it's going. But yeah, I'm game. I'm down for it. Yep.
Tyrese Halliburton and Jalen Brunson renew their rivalry in the Garden. Griff, what are your thoughts here?
That was good.
That was good for the city. That was good for the program. Good for them. I didn't really too much care for it. Not a Knickerbocker or a Pacer, but at the end of the day, I'm glad Jalen Brunson, he tried to play it off, but yeah, he retweaked that little wrist injury and got in there real quick.
Yeah.
But I'm glad things okay. But it was a good show for the Mecca in Madison Square Garden, you know. But the boys ain't ready to get in the ring and dug it out right now. They ain't no Logan Paul, so stay on the hoop court, y'all. But shout out to y'all shooting up at the MSG.
Coach Thibodeau, like, what the F is going on?
I was gonna say, brother finna throw away millions of dollars trying to take a bump in WWE.
Bruh.
Is DIY looking to split up A-Town Down Under? Griff?
It's happening.
Absolutely. Yeah, they know exactly what they're doing. DIY is pretty much going to be the next tag team champions, and A-Town Down Under is going to be an end, and it's going to be a new direction for Grayson and Austin Theory to go as single competitors and be the next feud with each other.
Yep.
Do R-Truth and The Miz disappear after losing their titles last week, Coach?
Absolutely. Back to back to catering they go. Miz, I don't know, back to obscurity. Truth, there's I don't think that's 24/7 is done. So we got to find maybe he go back to setting up a stage back there, stand up comedy in the back. But they got to start from scratch. It was fun while it lasted.
Last but not least, are you satisfied with the United States Championship being a part-time championship, Griff?
Yeah, I mean, before we seen in times that United States Championships was having difficulties being defended on live TV programming and on PLEs anyway. So why not have someone that's making billions of dollars, man, hold it part time and build and do something different with it, man. Like, I have no problem with it. It is what it is, So
okay, I'm good with that. Let's give a round of applause, Coach. You got a round of applause?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take somebody's thunder, but hey, round of applause to Paul Heyman for job well done. I'm sure I had to get to it first, but you called me. But that's that, like I said, that's a story that's been ingrained in my mind all week, and through the weekend. But yeah, round of job well done. Enjoy your time off, and let's get it with Roman when you come back, my man.
Good.
Speaking of Paul Heyman, I'm going in a different route because I didn't choose Paul Heyman, but this person had a lot of different connections with Paul Heyman, and she worked her last event in Madison Square Garden last Friday. So my round of applause goes to Kayla Braxton.
That one was mine. So yeah, I'm with you on that one. Round of applause to Kayla Braxton for a job well done over however many years she's been in the WWE, but we look forward to seeing whatever she does next, and blessings to her. All right, let's move on to our predictions for the Money in the Bank PLE that's coming up this weekend. Just 5 total matches on the card so far as I could find. I don't know, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But would love to hear your thoughts. If we've already discussed, give your prediction and maybe a quick thought, and then we'll push on. Let's start with the IC title, as we've kind of discussed this already. But Braun Breaker takes on Sami Zayn. What are our picks here, Coach Montay?
For fantasy purposes, man, I can't. Thought about this because I knew we was gonna predict the night, and I'm like, man, I'm in a rock and a hard place. I gotta go with Sami this round of round 1 because I do believe they might go at it again at SummerSlam where Brian will get it. So yeah, so tonight, but for this opening PLE in Canada, he gonna get his ass whooped, but find a way. It's Sami.
Griff?
Man, listen, I'm a gambling man. I don't care about the W's and L's on this one, man. I'm gonna stick with my gun. I'm going with the boy from Michigan. I'm going with the Spear himself because I'm gonna be counting 7, 8, 9, 10
Okay.
right when they be happening. So I'm going with Brian.
All right.
Yeah, I'm with Griff on this one. As a fan of this, of Braun Breaker, and as a hater of Sami Zayn, fantasy points allowed. I mean, fantasy points to the side on this one, bro. I'm barking all day on Saturday. The world
Yeah.
title sees Damian Priest defend his title against Seth freaking Rollins. This one's a tough one. Griff, let's start with you.
Man.
You know what? You're right. It's tough, man. But I just got this funny feeling, man, that title gonna come back to Mr. Rollins himself. So I'm gonna go with Seth on this one.
Coach?
Yeah, pray about it.
I just prayed. I was thinking about it tonight because I see that Finn is infused in the storyline somehow. I mean, even more after tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Shenanigans are going to happen by him and Seth coming out. By him and Seth having a little face off. I got a feeling that they could rekindle something too. Damian escapes and eventually loses at SummerSlam to Gunther, which is what we discussed. So, yeah. I'm going to go with Damian Priest this round. I'm going to go with Damian coming out.
I think Seth Rollins is going through a character change right now and doesn't necessarily need the title to have it. But I do think it's going to be a good match. It's a good match for Seth to come back to after some time off. But I don't think he wins it this time. I think Damian Priest wins. I don't even think there's going to be shenanigans. I think he actually wins straight up and he moves on. I think Gunther beats the hell out of him, but that's for another day. The other non-Money in the Bank match in this PLE is Cody Rhodes and Team RKO, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline. Who comes out here?
Ooh.
Griff, let's start with you.
That's unanimous. That's unanimous.
I don't know that it
Griff,
is.
Go ahead, Griff.
That's
man, it's
unanimous.
tough.
I'm wearing it right here on the chest. Bloodline.
Okay. Coach, you rocking with the light skins?
As a fan, yes, but for my
Yes.
prediction points,
Yes.
Cody, Randy, and KO ain't losing. And especially the way we didn't mention it, but shout out how the way they started SmackDown this week too. Started out with a bang. So yes, that was great. But yes, in this case, for fantasy only, I'm going with Cody and the gang and the White Boys. Yeah, wise man.
I don't know, man. This one I have to go back and forth on. Whereas like the Bloodline needs the win because they need to show some dominance here, but you're also messing with like 3 of the top of the WWE right now. So do you really build them up with those three guys? So. But I'm gonna go with the Bloodline, man. I'm gonna go with the light skins and I'm gonna pick the Bloodline and see what happens here, man. I got enough points to kind of give away to that one.
You can play around.
Yeah.
On
the women's side,
I gotta be spot on.
Yeah, you got to get everything right. On the women's side, Io Sky, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, Chelsea Green, Lyra Valkyria, Fly Like a Bird, and Zoe Stark. Who comes out with the briefcase here? This is tough. This is 6 people. Who do you choose? Griff?
This one is super tough. I know I mentioned this a couple months ago about Tiff and Chelsea Green. It's kind of like I want Chelsea to win, but something deep down saying Tiff might do it. But I think for the pop and being in Canada in the home country, and I just remember what Bianca said when she lost the match and said, I feel for Bailey because out of all people to get the Money in the Bank, you don't want Chelsea Green to have it because she is sneaky and she'll creep up on you. So with that being said, I'm listening to my sister. I'm listening to my heart. And I'm going to go with the hometown country girl from Canada, Chelsea Green.
Brother, these are the hardest decisions of your life.
Yeah.
This was tough.
It's extremely tough for me being 100 points down. So,
you had the first round pick.
I know, bro. Are we still? Yeah.
Go ahead.
My first round pick did work though. My first round pick did work. It was the rest of my team.
It's the Dave Lillard.
Tiffany has put in the time. Tiffany's put in the work. Chelsea, I get it from the entertainment Karen standpoint. Her character is bar none one of the great characters in that division because of her personality and what she does. She is a shyster. But the work, I think Tiff is going to put in with it. I mean, she's earned it. I think she's more of a threat. So my gut is telling me this whole time, Tiffany Stratton.
Okay, Tiffy time.
That was tough.
Mm-hmm.
EO doesn't need it. Naomi doesn't need it. Zoe Stark, I'm not with it. The two people that actually jump out to me that actually I think could win it are Chelsea Green and Lyra Valkyria. I think Tiffany Stratton's been in too much hot water lately. Like they've had a lot of stuff that's come up with her lately.
That's true.
So I don't know if they're gonna give it to her just yet.
Yeah.
But it would make sense if her and and Nia are on the same team with being Queen of the Ring and Miss Money in the Bank. So maybe that. But if I had to choose between Chelsea Green and Lyra Valkyria, I'm gonna go with Chelsea Green right now. Just as a fan of Chelsea and a fan of everything that she's done in the past, hoping that they build her up and actually push her at some point. So I'm with you, Griff. I'm gonna go with Chelsea Green on this one as well. Coach, you're the only one sticking out here, so this could either be to your detriment or it could be to your boost. So we'll see, brother.
No, I'm sitting here like cussing myself out of my head because I forgot about that trouble she got in.
So, that's right.
Well, Liv Morgan came back from her DUI if that helped you better. And she got the title.
Yeah, I'm not saying that she's never gonna get a push. I'm just saying, as of late, she's been getting a lot of
made good points. Right. I'm saying
never know. I mean, they could do this for her and Nia, and
yeah, true.
It's tough because those three, Lyra, Chelsea, and Tiff are the hot three. But
yeah, it's gonna be one of those three. We know it's gonna be one of those.
It's gonna be Naomi. All right, moving on to the men's side. Carmelo Hayes, Andrade, Chad Gable, Jey Uso, LA Knight, and Drew McIntyre. Who comes out on top here, Griff?
Going main event.
I hope he does win that.
Hey, he did it for once.
I hope he does win it for you, Griff. I really do. I hope he does win it for you. I really do. Coach?
Before all this Wyatt 6 crap was going down, I was thinking Chad. But now over the week, I'm thinking like, no, this is a whole nother storyline, a feud that's brewing in itself that he's gonna have to deal with. So Money in the Bank. So now my second choice is I'm gonna go with the Yeet man. He better bring it home. I'm gonna go with Jay.
I really do hope he wins, bro. I'm not picking him, but I really do hope he wins. I really do. I'm not picking him because I really want Carmelo Hayes to win it. Because right now, the way they're building up Carmelo Hayes, he's cocky. He's talking a lot of trash. He said he's the number 1 draft pick. If he could turn right back around and win the Money in the Bank right back, like And brothers, that's the fast track that Zoe Stark is on, man. I would love to get the push that Zoe Stark's getting for either Jey Uso or Carmelo Hayes at this point. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Carmelo Hayes and hope that he finds a way to pull it out. So we shall see.
Okay.
Melo is money.
Wow.
Carmelo might have something to say about that, but Melo could be money.
She did have something to say. They already had that beef. They figured it out, though.
They did. Sure did.
Yeah. They already had that. They figured it out.
Sure did.
All right, man. Let's push on to the last segment of the night as we finish up here. Griff, let's throw it over to you, brother, as we go to a new segment of Griff's Picks. Bring it on, brother. Griff's Picks,
man.
ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, appreciate you guys, man. Jackie, before I go any further, man, I need you to put that belt strap around your shoulder for a second, if you don't mind, as we lead to this segment here. And Jackie texted me earlier today.
Yeah.
I kind of already had this in my back pocket, so just a matter of time when I'm going to get that message to do Griff Picks. So being a second place winner, per the contract, although Jackie has a belt, per the second place contract, I can cash in anytime within the next year. So next time me and Jackie in the same city, in the same space, that title could be right around my shoulder strap. No, I'm just teasing.
Darn match.
But with that being said, fellas, man, it's real simple. Griff Picks this week. We got Money in the Bank coming up this week. So Griff Picks is going to be my top 5 favorite cash-ins of all time. From the Money in the Bank throughout the decades, since it started from WrestleMania to it turned into its own PLE itself. So I only had 5. Then let me tell you guys, it was completely tough. They were like switching in motion. There's no honorable mentions, okay? So we're going to stick with 5 because there's a lot of them. But I will say, out of these 5, I am grateful that I have
somebody called Ring Bully. Somebody called Ring Bully.
Yeah, I was going to say, Ring Bully said you could get 1 honorable mention. Ring Bully said you can get 1.
Ring Bully said,
all right, shout out to Ring Bully too, man.
Tell us to leave you alone.
All right, shout out to Ring Bully because Ring Bully did say that. I'm going to throw an honorable mention out there. So I got to honor our guest from last week and honor that request. So 1 honorable mention it is, man. And my honorable mention is going to be The Miz cashing in on Randy Orton, which created the whole camera scene, camera views to the crowd and the little girl crying, and that started the whole getting fan reactions. From that day forward, anytime there was surprise pinfalls or victories and things like that. So, my honorable mention, shout out to Ring Bully, is going to be The Miz cashing in on Randy Orton. All right, fellas, so here we go. Like I said, man, this top 5 was hard. 4 of these 5, I was grateful to witness 4 of these in person. So, number 5, I'm going to start off with the first cash in ever in WWE history, Money in the Bank history. That was Edge on The Undertaker back in 2007. Number 4, this might catch you off surprise, but this was the SmackDown when it was on Tuesday nights. It was 2 nights after WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans, and this was when Carmella cashed in on the Queen, Charlotte Flair.
Oh, yeah.
We were at that. Yeah, we were at that one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
We were over there.
Yes.
We were all tired and hungover, but we made it there Tuesday. That was
we were.
That was when it was back to back, and that was a
Back
long
to back.
weekend.
Yeah.
That was a long weekend,
Struggling.
Yeah. Fellas, well, we're into the top 3. This one just recently happened, and I know, Jackie, you're not a big fan of this, but just the electric atmosphere and the crowd that went forward and how it happened and how CM Punk caused Drew in just a matter of seconds. I go with Damian Priest cashing in on Drew McIntyre WrestleMania this year.
Okay.
Number 2, man, you would think the Detroit Lions won the Super Bowl last year in SummerSlam, but when Io Sky music hit and she cashed in on Bianca and won the title from that triple threat match, that was probably the loudest pop of the whole night, truth be told. So Io Sky cashing in was number 2, and we all should know number 1.
Know this one. Yep.
We should all know number 1. The first ever Money in the Bank cash in WrestleMania history on Roman and Brock.
Yep.
And Cali that set that place on fire, which was unexpected. And this man lost the match to Randy Orton earlier that night and said, "Bump it. I got bigger things to do later this night." cashed in, got the belt, and I'm gonna go with Seth freaking Rollins, number 1.
Man, he didn't know he was gonna win. They was going that direction till that night. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was a background story on that.
That's wild.
I was watching the story on how that came about. But yeah, that was crazy.
You know what's underrated about that moment is the call from JBL. Because when JBL is like, I don't know who just said the highest. I think it was Coach. But when JBL makes that call, like that call reverberates in my brain of like him saying like this is the greatest heist of the century or whatever it may have been. Like that. That's underrated. Like that's one of those calls that JR used to have back in the day, right? You know what I mean? That's the one that's gonna live on, for some time. And I think that's what makes that moment so much better. You know, it's just that call. Griff, man, what a list, brother. This is actually pretty good, man. This is all good stuff. I forgot about the Edge and Taker one, and that's the first one, but
that's the very first one, man. You gotta have that one in there.
What was he, the ultimate opportunist, or what they call him from that?
Yeah, so the backstory on that one, WrestleMania 23, which was my first Mania in Detroit, Mr. Kennedy won the match, but he got injured somehow or something like that, and he had to relinquish they had a match, and Edge they had a match on Raw, and I remember Edge beat him, and ended up like it was a match like whoever wins get the Money in the Bank, but apparently later on, the true story was he had to drop it because he got injured. So Edge won the belt on Raw, and then on SmackDown, Taker and Mark Henry or somebody was in the cage match or somebody, and Edge cashed in that Friday night that same week.
Nice.
It's amazing how fluid this company is, or this whole industry, honestly, that when something happens, like, all right, we got to pass that joint off to the next person, and they pick it up and keep it going. So, but I think that's what makes this interesting to us.
Great stuff.
It's ever changing, and it's always.
No, you know what, y'all? I apologize. No. That was Edge's second cash in on Taker. My fault. The first cash in Edge did was on John Cena and New Year's Resolution. That was the first cash in.
Okay.
But the cash in on my list that to me was better was the one on Taker. Because
I remember the one on Taker.
Just to hear that commentator and Michael Cole and them go off like, God dog it.
Yeah, I wasn't watching it, but I saw the highlights. I remember the one on Taker, but I don't remember the one on Cena. That's what,
That was
if you watch New Year's Resolution 2006, that was when Vince McMahon came out at the end of the Elimination Chamber match and Cena won. And Cena was like beat up bad. And Vince came out and told Cena, like, I got somebody here to take your belt. And Edge ended up coming out and cashing in. That was when he was with Lita.
Yeah, I do remember that. That's the one that I see in my brain, but I think I remember the Edge on Taker one, but that's the one I remember in my brain. Yeah. Okay, well,
good job,
whoever
partner.
wins, hopefully they cash it in soon. Drew said he was cashing it in immediately. He was leaving with the title, so we'll see what happens, man. It should be a good show, and I don't know where I'm gonna be when it's happening, but we'll try to watch it when we can, as life is getting ready to change for a few of us. But all good things, blessings coming our way. So exciting times.
Thank you, thank you, Brooklyn. Or that's in the future.
Indeed.
Okay, gotcha.
Indeed. Gotta give a
Future
shout out
episodes.
to Brooklyn for sure.
Keep tuning in.
Yeah. Life is changing, but I appreciate all that Brooklyn has given me and all that Brooklyn has made me. So. But excited for new beginnings and exciting for new times. BDixx and I are excited to move on and get life going in the right direction for both of us. So,
yeah.
All right, man. Let's get on out of here, man. It's been a fun night. This one's been kind of quick, but it's been a good conversation. So, Griff, let the people know where they can find you.
Yes, sir. You can find me on Instagram, GriffNation84. Also on X, formerly known as Twitter, CGriff84.
All right.
Coach?
All right. It's your boy, Coach Montay 24 on IG. Continue to tune in. Thank you. Appreciate the love and support. Love y'all.
Follow me, Jackie Miles, on Instagram and on Twitter at Jackie Miles 42. You can find BDixx on Cash App at BDixx989. We thank you all for tuning in. Follow all the socials for all of us on Instagram at Ebony Championship Wrestling and on X at Ebony Championship Rest. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so that you are notified every time that the boys hit the screen. We'll see y'all next time. This is ECW signing off. Coach, let them know.
We never tapping out.
Not once. We'll see y'all next time, folks. Peace out.
Hey.